Okay, today we are going to talk about an app called MyStory. So this is one that all of the kindergarten kiddos should be relatively familiar with. It is basically a tool that helps your child to create a storybook online. So it is the app that has the little orange and purple monster. We're going to go ahead and click on there. When you get into the app, they should already be listed as an author. If they're not, just go ahead in that top right-hand corner, click on Add Author, and you'll be able to add them in. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my picture. If I wanted to start a new book, I would go into Add Book. I'm going to type in the title of my book. Maybe I want to say My Leprechaun Story. I know a lot of the classes have worked on stories this week with a leprechaun that has lost something, so we're just going to go ahead and show you how to create that really quick. I'm going to make it green. It doesn't really matter what color you make it. Hit the create button. So the first screen that it takes you to is basically the cover of your book. So we have talked to the kiddos about what the cover of the book looks like, what a title is, things like that. So you can see at the bottom, you can kind of go across, choose a color. They can write with their finger, or if you have a stylus at home, we're going to call this the Lucky Leprechaun. And can have them write their name on it. Now, if you find that maybe their writing is maybe a little bit too messy or something like that, you could go ahead and click that stamp at the bottom, and if you hit the purple capital A lowercase a, you can go ahead and type something in and it will plop that in there as well. You can make it larger, smaller, move it around, turn it. So they should know how to do that as well. If they're getting frustrated with writing with their finger, you can always go ahead and plop that in there too. If you hit the plus button on the side, it'll take you to the first page of your story. I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture of the hat that my leprechaun lost. I'm going to write the word hat. They can write sentences on this. They can type. I'm going to voice record. I'm actually going to go back to the first page. You can page in between the pages. If you hit the red button at the bottom with the circle, it's going to give them the option to record their voice. The Lucky Leprechaun by Mrs. Crumb. And once you just hit that done button, it'll pop up and give you the option to then listen to it. The Lucky Leprechaun by Mrs. Crumb. And if you hit the X, that's the way you can re-record. A lot of times they accidentally hit that X and delete what they've said, so you have to make sure that there is that arrow there on the bottom that kind of tells you, that you've recorded successfully on that page. So I'm going to go back to this page. I'm going to record. Lucky the Leprechaun lost his hat. Lucky the Leprechaun lost his hat. We always encourage the kids to go back through and listen to make sure they, like what they've said on there and that all of their words are on there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to insert a picture. So if you hit that stamp at the bottom, it'll bring up a bunch of different pictures. I'm going to go ahead and insert a crab. I'm going to make him kind of little. I'm going to draw my little sweet leprechaun here. He's not going to have a hat on because he's lost it. Should have probably given him green eyes, huh? And sometimes the kids get a little frustrated with this because they don't like how it looks. You can go ahead, if you click on that pencil there at the bottom, it'll give you an eraser, and you can erase anything that you've put on there. But we're just going to stick with the pencil right now. I'm going to draw my leprechaun. There he is. All right, I'm going to record my voice again. Hey, Crab, have you seen my hat? No. So that's basically, you know, the gist of this. It's an online story tool. If you find that your kiddos have, you know, hit this plus button a million times and have 5,000 extra pages, you're just going to go ahead and hit the page sorter on the bottom. It's the purple button on the bottom left. Go ahead and hit that. That allows you to delete pages. You can also, if they maybe forgot their cover page, you can go ahead and make one of those down here, and it just by dragging those 3 lines on the side, you can rearrange your pages any direction you want them to be in. You can delete things. This kind of gives you a good idea of, you know, where they're at and what they've done so far on this. They should probably all know how to do this, but, you know, maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and hit the done button. So when they're finished with their story, there's backgrounds. A lot of them like to go in there and do a background. You could take a picture, you know, from your house and put it in. There's my classroom, you know, whatever works, you can plunk in there. So once they're done with the story, they'll hit that done button, and then you're going to hit this here, and you're going to watch it and hit view story. It'll build the movie, and it'll pop up here. The Lucky Leprechaun by Mrs. Crumb. Lucky the leprechaun lost his hat. Hey, Crab, have you seen my hat? No. So that kind of just gives you an idea of what that looks like. So in order to upload this to Seesaw, you're going to hit Share Story. They probably will need your help with this. You're going to share it as a movie. It's going to build it as a movie, and maybe not. Try again. Swipe up. Let's try it as a MyStory book. Nope. There's a way to, open in. That's what it is. Open in Seesaw. So you'll click that. And then if I wanted to upload it to my sample student there, but they will, it should go right to their name because they're all logged in on their iPads. If not, you just have them click on their name and hit the check mark, and it'll pop out there. Sorry, Adeline, this is my leprechaun stories coming to you right now. So it'll say preparing item, and then it'll go straight to Seesaw where the teachers can then see what they have been working on in MyStory. It kind of takes it a minute to prepare it and to send it. You just kind of have to wait and be patient, but it'll eventually go. Hopefully. Anyhow, it takes it a long time to go sometimes. Hopefully it won't take as long on your child's iPad because they're already all logged into Seesaw. I'm obviously logged in to my entire class, so that's, you know, probably the issue that's taking so long with mine. Hoping that it won't take quite as long with yours, but it should be good to go. If you have any questions in regard to MyStory and how to make a video, feel free to email your child's teacher. All right, thanks for watching.